The anime begins with a boy named Denji, who was sleeping in an old factory. He leaves for work as soon as he wakes up, because he has a lot of debt on him. To pay for it, he has also sold one of his kidneys and his right eye. But even after doing all this, he still has to pay 38,040,000 yen, for which he is working as a devil hunter. Along with him, we also see his devil pet. Its name is Pachita and it has the power of a chainsaw. Together with it, Denji kills the other devil and gets some money in return. But in reality, he was doing all this under compulsion to pay off Yakuza's debt. He and Pachita are still out to kill a devil. Both come to a place where a tomato devil is in front of them. Denji kills the devil with the help of Pachita's chainsaw. After some time, Yakuza also comes here and Denji was working for him. Yakuza sells the dead devil on the black market. He gives Denji some money for this work. But after paying all the bills and interest, Denji only has 1,800 yen left. He keeps the remaining money with him, with the help of which he was going to manage the rest of his expenses. He tells Pachita that today dinner is gonna be a slice of bread. That's when we see that Yakuza and his driver were also here. The driver asks Yakuza why hire a brat like that to hunt devils. Yakuza then replies that he's paying off what he owes us and it was his deadbeat old man's debt. The real devil hunters don't pass devil cases onto Yakuza, but Denji does what he is told by Yakuza. Yakuza's driver then comes to Denji. He calls him dog and says that if he eats this cigarette, he will give him 100 yen. Denji is ready to do anything for a bit of cash. That's why he eats the cigarette. Yakuza tells Denji that when there is another devil, I will contact you. After this, he leaves from here by giving money to Denji. Now Denji takes the cigarette out of his mouth and happily tells Pachita that this money will keep us for another 3 days. Denji returns to his place and feeds Pachita bread. He tells Pachita that normal people eat bread with jam. But this thing is a dream for us, because Denji still had a lot of debt, so he feels that he will not be able to pay his debt even before he dies. Denji also wants to live a happy and peaceful life like other people's. He dreams that he too has a girlfriend and goes on a date with her. But Denji doesn't think any of his dreams will come true. After that, he starts thinking about that time when his father committed suicide by hanging. But Denji's father had not paid that month's installment before he died. So, Yakuza asks Denji to pay 70,000 yen and for this he gives him only 1 day. Because he does care about anything and asks Denji to pay the installments by any means. So if he could not pay the installment, then Yakuza would kill him and sell his body parts. After saying this, Yakuza leaves in his car. Now Denji is very sad at this time and he could not understand what to do. That's when the chainsaw devil comes here. Seeing this, Denji gets very scared. But still he was not afraid to die and says that if you are gonna kill me, just do it. Because I am dead either way. Now Denji is ready to die and closes his eyes. But the chainsaw devil doesn't kill him. Because at this time he too was badly injured and was about to die. Denji gets scared seeing this. Because he doesn't want to die like his father. He asks the devil to drink his blood. Because he had heard that human blood would heal the devil's wound. Now the chainsaw devil didn't even want to die. So he agrees to Denji and starts drinking his blood. But in reality, Denji was not doing this for free. In return, he makes a deal with the devil. He tells Devil that I have helped you, so now you have to help me too, because I don't want to die either. Denji then teams up with the chainsaw devil to kill the other devil and asks Yakuza to hire him as a devil hunter, because he wanted to work for him to pay off the debt. Hearing this, Yakuza agrees. Now, Denji was trying to sleep, but due to hunger, he could not even sleep. Apart from this, he was also remembering about his debt. He is sharing all these things with Pachita, but Pachita was excited to hear about his dreams. Denji then tells him that I want to put jam on my bread and share it with you. Then I am gonna flirt with a girl. I will play video games with her and then we will fall asleep hugging each other. Pachita also gets happy after hearing this. Suddenly Denji starts coughing and during this also takes out blood from his mouth, due to which both Pachita and Denji get nervous. Denji then tells Pachita that my mom died from some heart disease that made her cough up blood. Just then, Yakuza knocks on the door. He tells Denji that we have come to know about another devil, so gets ready for work immediately. Hearing this, Denji sits in his car, after which he brings him through a forest path near an old factory. Denji goes inside the old factory with Yakuza, but he could not see any devil here, so he starts talking to Yakuza about it and says that he might have left. But at this time, Yakuza was not responding to any of his words and suddenly he stops at one place. Now Denji gets a little surprised by this. Yakuza tells him that you are as loyal as a dog and you work for cheap like one. But only problem with dogs is I cannot stand the stench. But Denji could not understand that why he was doing such things. Suddenly, someone attacks from behind. in which Pochita along with Denji also gets badly injured. Yakuza starts telling Denji that I am thinking of making even more money. Then we learn that he has also made a deal with the devil. He then merges with the body of the devil, because Yakuza wanted to get demonic power, and that devil wanted to kill all devil hunters. Denji sees that all the devil hunters have been possessed by the devil, because this devil has given him some demonic power. In return, they have agreed to become its slave. But in reality, the devil is a zombie devil. Therefore, because of its given power, they all have become zombies. Zombie Devil hates devil hunters because they go around killing devils, so he wants to kill him also. After this, Jomi Devil orders his men to kill Denji, but Denji wants to live, so he does not want to die in their hands in any condition and starts running to save his life. Seeing this, all the zombies start chasing him. Now Denji also tries his best to avoid them, but this time he was injured badly. Therefore, he cannot escape from them for a long time. After chasing for some time, a zombie comes very close to him and attacks him with his weapon. Now because of this he gets injured and falls down. This time he could do nothing to save himself. After this, all the zombies start attacking on him one by one. Denji starts screaming furiously in pain, but now he was stuck in the middle of them, and he does not even have enough strength to fight with them. During this, he starts thinking that he did not want to become rich. Rather, he just wanted to live a normal life. But it looks like he won't be able to have that either. After this, Denji keeps screaming in pain, while all the zombies together cut him into pieces. They kill Denji and Pochita and throw them in the garbage. But then Denji's blood enters Pochita's mouth. Because of this, it regains consciousness. With this, it starts remembering the moments spent with Denji and his words. He starts thinking about that time when he and Denji were cutting trees in the forest, where Denji was telling Pochita that there is a good chance he is gonna die fighting a devil. But his only regret would be leaving it on its own, because some other devil hunter might kill it, or it could end up staring to death. He gets very upset thinking about all these things. He then tells Pochita that he have heard that some devils can take over dead bodies, so if that is something it can do, then he wants it to have his body. Then Pochita can move out of here, because Denji wants Pochita to live a normal life and die a normal death. After this, he lifts Pochita in his hands and says that you have gotta make my dream come true. After remembering these things, Pochita gives his heart to Denji and starts merging himself with his body. Due to it, Denji's severed body parts are reunited. After some time, Denji also regains consciousness. He sees a flashback where Pochita was in front of him. Denji asks if it has taken his body, like he said. Then Pochita says that I always loved hearing you talk about your dreams. So, here is the deal. I will give you my heart, and in exchange, I want you to show me your dream. On hearing this, Denji immediately opens his eyes, but this time he was completely surprised, because there was no trace of wound on his body and he was completely healed. Just then does he see the chainsaw's key in his chest, which was actually in Pochita's tail. Denji does not see Pochita anywhere, so he understands the whole thing. But all the zombies were still roaming here and the zombie devil is very surprised to see Denji alive. At this time, Denji was standing right in front of it, so the zombie devil doesn't understand how Denji is still alive. But it did not want to see Denji alive in any condition, so he again sends his men to kill him. On receiving his order, all the zombies start running towards Denji to kill him. Seeing this, Denji also gets ready to face them. He starts remembering the moments spent with Pochita, because even though he wanted to live a normal life, but still he was very happy with Pochita. After this, he rewinds everything once again. He says that if you get in our way, then you will die. Now as soon as the group of zombies comes to attack him, Denji pulls the key of chainsaw, but they had no idea what was going to happen to them and together they all go to eat him. The zombie devil thinks that his zombies will kill Denji. Suddenly he hears the sound of chainsaw. Because of this, he is completely shocked. After this, Denji comes out killing everyone. His body was completely changed and body parts were changed into chainsaw. Because of this change, Denji was looking terrifying. Now even the zombie devil is surprised to see this, because Denji was neither a human nor a devil at this time. So they understand that the chainsaw devil has merged with his body. Denji then starts attacking them using his chainsaw power and injures the zombie devil badly. Because of this, the zombie devil gets very angry and throws Denji away from here. Meanwhile, a zombie attacks him with a rod, but nothing happens to Denji from this attack, and after that he starts killing everyone one by one. Now zombie devil gets very scared and starts throwing its own people at him to save itself. But even this does not stop Denji from moving forward and he brutally kills everyone. After this, he jumps and goes to attack the zombie devil as well. Seeing this, the zombie devil tries to stop him with its tentacles, but the zombie devil still can't stop him and Denji attacks it with his chainsaw. Now the zombie devil is unable to do anything to save itself, and Denji cuts its body into 2 pieces. At this time, Denji was looking very dangerous, and seeing this, the condition of all the zombies got worse. Denji says that you guys went full devil, but you hired me to become a devil hunter, so I better kill all the devils. After saying this, he brutally kills everyone. After some time, a car comes here, out of which 3 official devil hunters come out. They are shocked to see the inside view. The lady devil hunter says that someone has come here even before us. Then his eyes go to Denji. His whole body was covered with blood. That lady devil hunter comes in front of him without fear. She was also very beautiful in appearance. She looks at Denji and says that you are very strange, because you are neither human nor devil. But Denji doesn't answer any. She then smiles and says that you did this. Just then Denji is about to fall down, but the girl hugs Denji and stops him from falling down. After this, Denji's body changes and he comes in his human form. Then a devil hunter asks, any chance he is possessed? To this the girl says, no, because she can tell who is possessed with a look at their face. Now the girl tells Denji that she is a devil hunter with public safety, and she came here to kill the zombie devil. She gives Denji 2 options. First, she can kill him like a devil, and second, she can keep him as a human and will make sure he is fed. Hearing this, Denji looks at all the dead zombies once. He then asks the girl what is for breakfast, to which the girl lovingly replies that bread with butter, jam, salad, and coffee. But this time Denji was looking the girl very carefully, and then says that that sounds awesome. Now the girl is going somewhere with him in her car, but Denji is hungry. That's why it is coming sound from his stomach. Now the girl asks Denji his name and says that I need to tell you something right now. Hearing this, Denji listens carefully to her words. Makima tells Denji that she expect yes or woof for answers, and she does not need a dog that says no, because from now on, he is in her care. Denji is shocked to hear this from her, but he has to obey her. The girl also tells Denji that when they get dogs that are not helpful, they put them down. Now Denji gets angry with the girl due to this, because he started liking her, but she is behaving like a dog with him, whereas Denji thought that the girl was very nice and kind. Meanwhile, Denji misses Pachita and has become sad to remember about his death. But Denji was very hungry. Knowing this, the girl tells him that we have not had breakfast yet either, so let's grab something at the rest area. Hearing this, Denji immediately refuses her, because he doesn't have any cash. On this, the girl says that whatever he wants to eat, select it, because she will pay for that. She then gives Denji her shirt to wear, and says that you are conspicuous without a shirt on. Now Denji is surprised to see her kindness and wears the shirt given by her. Denji was also very happy with this, because all his life people have avoided him, saying he is filthy and smell bad. Also, no one has ever been nice to him before. Denji is very much attracted by the girl's beauty and now started liking her. After some time, Denji comes with the girl to a restaurant, where he selects udon and sausage to eat, while the girl wants to take curry udon. Hearing this, Denji says, that sounds good too. After that, surprises and falls on the girl. Seeing this, the girl wakes him up. Denji then tells him that it will be 1100 yen altogether, so I think I am a little low on blood right now. Hearing this, the girl asks how did he end up like this. Denji then tells him that she will not believe this, but he had a pet devil and he replaced my heart and died for my sake. So it is hard to believe and I do not really wanna believe it either. Now the girl is also surprised to hear this. She tells Denji that there's not a lot of precedent for your condition, even from a historical perspective. But it doesn't even have a name and she believes him. Denji is shocked to hear this from her. That's when the girl says that she have got a particularly good sense of smell, so she can tell that his best friend is alive inside of him, because Denji's body has the sense of both a human and a devil. Now Denji could not believe that this could happen, but still this thing was very amazing for him and he faints again. After some time he regains consciousness, where the girl is sitting next to him and his breakfast is also kept in front of him. At this time Denji was very hungry, so he asks the girl that can he eat it. The girl then asks if he is alright, and can he eat on his own. On this, Denji says that he cannot, after which the girl starts feeding Denji with her own hands, and Denji starts enjoying breakfast. Meanwhile, he asks the girl her name, after which the girl tells him her name is Makima. Denji asks her if is there a type of guy he like. Hearing this, Makima thinks for a while and then says that she is into the Denji type. Now Denji is surprised and says, dude, that's me. After this, Denji starts moving forward from here with Makima, but at this moment, he was only thinking about Makima's words, because she said that she is into the Denji type. This makes Denji feel that Makima likes him, so he tells himself that he like her too, Miss Makima. Now after some time, Makima comes in front of a building with Denji, which was the Tokyo headquarters for devil hunters. Makima takes Denji inside the headquarters. She tells Denji that there are over 1,000 devil hunters in Tokyo, including civilians, but public safety has the best benefits, and a lot of paid vacation time. Denji thinks that if Miss Makima likes him, then maybe if they work together, they will eventually get together. So, Denji wants to get together with her real bad. Now Makima gives Denji the devil hunter's uniform to wear. He comes immediately after changing the uniform, after which Makima introduces him to Hayakawa, who had started 3 years before. Makima tells Denji that he is going to be shadowing Hayakawa today. Denji is completely shocked to hear this, because he thought that he would team up with Makima. Now Hayakawa forces him to take Denji with him, and says that he is not in her league. Still, Denji refuses to move in with Hayakawa, because he only wanted to work with Makima. Seeing this, Makima tells Denji that if he does a good job, they can work together someday. Denji then gets ready to go with Hayakawa. He asks Hayakawa if Miss Makima has a boyfriend, but Hayakawa doesn't answer him. Seeing this, Denji starts shouting at him, after which Hayakawa brings Denji with him to a place and beats him very badly. But Denji could not understand why he is beating him. Hayakawa then asks Denji to quit the job, and also warns him that if he appeared to him tomorrow, then he will kick his ass again. Hearing this, Denji starts asking Hayakawa the reason for this. Then Hayakawa says that people who start this job without thinking it through end up dead, because he had colleagues who got into devil hunting for the payday, but it got them all killed by devils, and the survivors are the ones with real motivation. Hayakawa thinks that Denji is just after Makima. That's why he took the job. So he asks Denji to quit his job as a devil hunter. Hearing all his words, Denji says ding ding. Hayakawa then says that he will let her know that Denji ran off scared away by the devils. After this, he throws his cigarette at Denji, spits and starts leaving from here. But then Denji suddenly attacks his balls from behind. As a result, Hayakawa falls down in a single kick. But Denji was very angry. That's why he kicks his balls many times. Denji tells Hayakawa that he got treated like a decent human being for the first time, and even had someone pay for his meal. So it is like a dream come true for him. Denji says that he did not really think it through when he started devil hunting. But if he get to keep up this kind of life, he does not care if it kills him, and it is not just his life anymore. Now Hayakawa also angrily punches Denji, and says that Makima is not the kind of woman a punk like you should be chasing. Hearing this, Denji understands that Hayakawa also likes Makima. He then kicks his balls again and forces him to give up. After some time, Denji comes to Makima with Hayakawa. He tells her that Hayakawa's testicles were attacked by the nut devil, but then Hayakawa tells that Denji is lying. Seeing this, Makima asks if they think they two can work together. Denji then says that no way, he is a piece of trash. Hearing this, Makima says that I am glad two are hitting it off. She then asks Denji to join Hayakawa's unit, but Hayakawa is not happy with this at all. He says that he has already got enough troublemakers, so adding another, he doesn't know what will happen. Makima then says that your team has an experimental one, operating differently from the usual method. Hearing this, Hayakawa asks what exactly he is, after which Makima tells him that Denji is human, but can transform into a devil. However, Hayakawa could not believe this, because he always figured those stories were baseless rumors. Then Makima says that Denji is special, which is why he is going to be receiving special treatment. So, if he tries to resign or becomes insubordinate, Denji will be disposed of as a devil. Hearing this, Denji asks what that is mean. Makima says that it means they are working together until he die. Now Hayakawa leaves here with Denji. He tells Denji that he is going to be living with him, so he can keep an eye on him. And just remember, they said that he can kill him if he tries to run off. Denji gets sad hearing this. He asks Hayakawa if Miss Makima is a bad person. Hayakawa then says that if he thinks that is the case, then he can give up on her, because if he is really a devil, he should just be grateful she did not kill him. He then tells Denji that of course she is a good person, because she saved his life. But now Denji starts missing Makima, and he hopes that he gets to hug her again. Hearing this, Hayakawa gets angry at him. After some time, Denji comes to his room with Hayakawa, where he first fills his stomach and then takes a bath. Just then news comes that a fiend has been reported in an East Narima residence, so civilian evacuation and cordon are both complete. As soon as they come to know about this, Hayakawa comes here with Denji. The police officer tells them that the fiend has holed up in a second-story room, so they will leave it to them from here. Now Denji and Hayakawa come to the building, but Denji did not know what fiend is, so he asks Hayakawa about it. Hayakawa then tells when a devil takes control of a human corpse, called a fiend. Hearing this, Denji asks that doesn't this make him a fiend? Hayakawa says no, because fiends always have characteristic heads. Hayakawa then opens the door, where Fiend was right in front of them. Hayakawa tells Denji that the devil controls a fiend's personality. Now Hayakawa tells Denji to turn into a devil and show him what he can do, because that will help him figure out if he is of any use. On seeing them, Fiend goes to attack them, but Denji kills it using only his weapon. Seeing this, Hayakawa asks Denji why he had not used his devil powers. To this, Denji says that when he killed devils with his powers, they get real messed up, but he could end it up like this fiend, so he wanted to make it painless for him. Hearing this, Hayakawa gets angry at him. He tells Denji that fiends are just like any other devil, so if he is hunting them, then drop the sympathy, because his entire family was killed by a devil right in front of him. He tells Denji that the cops down below are risking their lives to protect their wives and kids, so he would rather make any devil he kill suffer as much as possible. But what is he trying to do? Make friends with them. Denji then says that if there's a devil he could be friends with, then of course he would, because he does not have any friends. Hearing this, Hayakawa leaves him and walks out. Just then Denji sees some dirty magazines here. He says that when the chainsaws are out, blood gets everywhere and makes a real mess, but he made it easy for you. Denji keeps a magazine with him, but now he misses Pachita too, who wanted to see his dream. Denji says that he is pretty serious about that, because he is already living the dream, just like his bargain said. He gets to bathe every day, eats good food, and gets to hang around a hot chick. However, Denji feels like something is missing. That would give him a real perfect score. After this, Denji starts thinking about Makima again, and he wants to touch her oranges, because touching oranges is a dream he gave up on a long time ago. Now Denji and Hayakawa return to Makima, where Makima tells Denji that she is assigning him a partner starting today. As a precaution, Public Safety executes patrols and smaller missions with two-person teams, but Makima also tells Denji to be careful because she is a fiend. After some time, his partner comes here. Her name is Power and she looks very dangerous. Denji gets angry seeing him and starts saying that are fiends allowed to be devil hunters. But then his eyes go to the orange of Power, after which he agrees to make her his partner. Makima tells that fiends like devils are targets for extermination, but Power is highly rational, so she has been on Hayakawa's team. But Public Safety Devil Extermination Special Division 4 is an experimental unit, so the higher-ups will be looking to dissolve your team as soon as possible if you cannot get results, and she doesn't need to explain what would happen to them if that happens. Now Denji goes out on patrolling with Power. Makima has said that Power's horns stand out a bit too much, so Denji needs to patrol areas without a lot of pedestrians. At this moment, the Power starts running here and there. She tells Denji to provide her with something to kill immediately, because she is starved for blood. But Denji does not say anything to Power for this act and both go ahead from here. Just then two police officers are seen in front of them, who starts doubting Denji and Power. But Denji shows his ID card, near which the police officers leave from here. Now even after a long time, Denji does not find any devil. Just then Power starts saying that this is likely my fault, because before becoming a fiend, she was a devil that was feared by all. So demonic peons will likely flee the moment they catch my scent. Now hearing this from her, Denji starts getting angry at Hayakawa, because he is the one who put them together. Then all of a sudden, Power feels the scent of blood. She immediately starts running in that direction and Denji also follows her. Then we see that there is a sea cucumber devil at some distance from here, where an officer is calling a backup to kill him. Just then Power comes here. She attacks him with her weapon and kills him. Now Power becomes very happy after killing this devil and Denji is very surprised to see this. Now on coming to know about this, Makima also comes here. She gets a little annoyed at Power's action, because she has killed the devil of a civilian hunter. That's why she tells them that they are guilty of obstructing their business, and normally they would be arrested for this kind of thing. She tells Power that she needs to think a bit more before acting. Simultaneously, she also tells Denji that he will have to get Power under his control. Now, Denji gets upset after hearing this, because he doesn't want to get into any trouble. Makima then tells Denji that Power was the blood devil before becoming a fiend, so she has a talent for using blood in battle, but also gets worked up pretty easily, because of which Makima feels that maybe Power is not cut out to be a devil hunter after all. Now, hearing these words of Makima, Power starts blaming Denji. She tells Makima that it was Denji who commanded her to kill. Denji is shocked to hear this from her, because he did not give any command to Power. So, he tells Makima that Power is lying, because he didn't know anything about the devil. but Power attacked and killed him. After this, he also asks Makima to arrest Power, because Power was completely lying. But now, both start arguing with each other, because Power did not want to accept her mistake. Seeing this, Makima tells both of them to calm down, after which both calm down and Power accepts her mistake as well. Makima praises her for this and tells that she doesn't really care who got in whose way. She then tells these two that she wants to see the two of them working well together. Power then promises Makima about this, but we see that this time Denji was watching Power's chest very carefully. In the next scene, Denji is at some place with Power and takes a drink for himself, but Power was thinking of something else at the moment. In the meantime, a small cat appears here. She becomes very happy seeing whom, so it seems that Power likes the cats too much, but Denji wasn't paying attention to it. He tells Power that being able to just grab a drink like this is a dream come true to him. But if they keep screwing up, being thirsty is probably gonna be the least of his problems. And not that it'll make it any easier to work with some chick that lies. Power then tells Denji that she enjoys being with cats and spending time with them, because she hates humans. However, it's not a matter of personal grievance. Her hatred is almost like a demonic instinct. And she hates devils too, because one of them took her pet Meowie away. Knowing this, Denji starts listening carefully to her words. She tells Denji that before she was able to recover Meowie, she fell into Makima's clutches. Power feels that her dear Meowie may be dead already, but yet, she finds it hard to give up hope. So, if it lets her retrieve Meowie from that demon, she is willing to abide humans or anything else she needs. She thinks that Denji would understand such concern for a cat. Hearing this, he says that it is dumb as hell, but he would do whatever it takes to get to fondle some oranges. On this, Power says that she may never understand humans, after which Denji says that he would get her if it was a dog. Just then Power asks him what would he say to the prospect of fondling her chest after retrieving Meowie from that devil. Now Denji gets completely excited after hearing this. He gets ready to kill the devil who kidnapped the cat of Power. She is also surprised to see this. After this, Denji comes to an officer with Power, who allows the Power to go out, but he tells Denji to make sure to have her back by 5 p.m. However, this time Denji was a bit surprised, because he didn't know that Power is not even allowed to go out on her own. Power then sets out with Denji to rescue her cat Meowie. She tells Denji that she knows where the devil that kidnapped Meowie dwells, but the concern is that Denji is the only one who can fight it, because he would use Meowie as a shield upon seeing her. So, if that happens, then all is lost. Then we see that Denji's focus is on the Power's chest. After this, he starts telling Power about his pet devil Pachita. He says that he can't pet him anymore, but it's cool, because he's alive in his heart. But after listening to him, Power says that you humans are very foolish, because death is the absence of life. So, this nonsense about living on in your heart is a little more miserable than self-comfort. After this, Denji is unable to speak anything and gets agree by her. He then starts thinking that maybe he is never gonna get along with her. In the next scene, we see Makima in front of several senior officers, where an officer tells him that the American matter has got the Soviet war hawks crowing more loudly than ever, and there are rumors about the military use of devils as well. But another officer then says that hopefully, devils will remain Japan's only enemies in the future. He asks Makima how are the hunting dogs that had been added to the squad performing. Makima then replies that there's one that seems promising, and another that seems interesting. Hearing this, an officer tells Makima that your job is to raise these hounds, and then put them to work. So, he warns her to make sure not to grow attached. But Makima does not say anything on this matter. After this, she leaves with Hayakawa. He tells Makima that as far as he can tell, Denji is disgusting, not interesting. So, why does she have such high hopes for him? Hearing this, Makima thinks for a while. She then says that all devils are born with names, so the more those names are feared, the more powerful the devil is said to become. She gives the example that coffee is not considered very frightening, so a coffee devil would probably be weak. But if we talk about a car devil, it's easy to imagine being run over and dying, so it would probably be strong. And Denji can turn into a chainsaw devil, so it seems pretty interesting to Makima. But Hayakawa doesn't like Makima's words. He tells her that Denji might be interesting for her, but he is not sure Denji will be of any use, because everyone in public safety has a real goal or motivation. But Denji said that he just wants to live the good life. And not only that, but Denji thinks he can be friends with devils, because of which Hayakawa feels that Denji is a bad fit for his operation. On the other hand, Power has come to some place with Denji. She points to a house and tells Denji that Meowie and the devil are in there. Knowing about this, Denji asks Power to go there. After which, Power and Denji start going towards that house. Denji hopes that he doesn't have to his chainsaw out, but Power does not understand this point of him. Denji then tells him that he can turn into a bunch of chainsaws, but Power says that human jokes leave much to be desired. That's when Denji notices that they are about to get closer to the house and Power is still moving forward. Whereas, she said that the devil was gonna use the cat as a hostage if he sees her. Power then tells Denji that she misspoke. After that, she suddenly stops. Seeing this, Denji understands that there must be something wrong. But before he can do anything, Power attacks him, due to which Denji gets injured and falls unconscious. Then looking at him, Power says that it seems his instincts are sharp. Power then drags injured Denji inside the house, where the Bat Devil was waiting for Power to arrive, because actually there was a deal between these two. He tells Power that she kept him waiting a long time, so he thought she had run away. Power then says that it took her this long to gain some freedom, and she has brought a human just as he demanded. Now the Bat Devil becomes overjoyed, because today after a long time he is going to eat a human, so he hopes that his blood will be full of vigor. He then holds Denji in his hands, and starts talking about his wounded hand. He tells Denji that because of this wound he is hiding here. After this, he starts drinking Denji's blood, because his wound will be healed with human blood. However, he doesn't like the taste of Denji's blood at all, so he immediately throws him away. But still, Denji's blood causes his wounded hand to regenerate. After that, he breaks the house and comes out. The inside of his mouth tastes disgusting, so he decides to cleanse his palate with another human now. Denji is badly injured at this point and he looks to Power. He then remembers what Hayakawa had said. He forbade Denji to be friends with Devil. Power starts telling Denji that humans are truly foolish, and she is amazed because he actually believed her story. Now the Bat Devil looks towards the city, from where he was getting the smell of humans, so he decides to cleanse his palate with some children. But Power then asks him to release Meowie, because she has brought him a human as promised. However, he didn't like Denji's blood at all. Therefore, he refuses to release Meowie and swallows. Power gets sad seeing this. We then see in flashback that Power was a blood devil. One day, she found Meowie in the forest, but this time she was looking very weak. So, she decides to put some meat on those bones before she feasts. She then gives Meowie a cow's milk, but during this she also kills that cow. She tells Meowie that she is looking forward to killing her, because she has killed all who have met her eyes. But after some time, she starts liking Meowie. Meanwhile, the Bat Devil kidnaps Meowie. At this point he was badly injured, and tells Power that he needs blood. So, if she wants to save this cat, then bring him a human. In this way, we get to know the reason behind this Power's action. But now even Power could do nothing to save Meowie, so she becomes very sad, and tells Denji that he said he couldn't pet Pochita anymore. So, she understands how he feels now and this is really an awful feeling. Then the Bat Devil swallows Power, but Denji is unable to do anything at this time. After this he starts going towards the city, because he wanted to eat humans. That's when he learns that Denji is hanging over his leg. He is very surprised to see what he sees. Then Denji tells him to give him his tits back, but Bat Devil gets very angry with this and he holds Denji in his hand. Then Denji starts telling that there was a time he couldn't find Pochita, because he was gone when Denji woke up in the morning. So he looked all over town, but couldn't find him. He then thought a devil might have eaten him. But when he got home, he was crying and waiting for him. After that he was so relieved that he fell asleep holding him. Now, Denji wondered how Power felt when she tried to sleep, knowing that Devil had Meowie. Denji then appears as the Chainsaw Devil and cuts off one of the Bat Devil's hands. But now both of them fall together on top of a building, where a girl is also present in that building, and she was very scared to see these two. On seeing that girl, Denji asks her to run away from here. But now Bat Devil was very much surprised by this, because even after Denji being a devil, let that girl escape from here. Now, Denji stands up and starts attacking the Bat Devil. But at this time both of them had come in the middle of the city. That's why people get very scared seeing them. Now the Bat Devil also tries to attack Denji, but he saves himself from his attack and starts injuring him. This angers him even more and tries to kill Denji. Meanwhile, Denji sees a father stuck here with his son, but he tells them to run away and starts facing the Bat Devil himself. The Bat Devil was stunned to see Denji saving the man, so he throws a car along with the man at Denji. But still, Denji doesn't let the man get injured, and grabs the car with his hands. Now the Bat Devil is completely surprised to see his so much power. Just then, Denji pulls the man out of the car and throws him at the Bat Devil. Due to the explosion, Bat Devil turns his mouth into something strange, and attacks Denji with high-speed air, but he is unable to stop this attack. Now, the Bat Devil thinks Denji is dead, and he goes to drink the blood of a human to heal himself. In the meantime, he hears the sound of Denji's chainsaw, and Bat Devil couldn't believe that Denji was still alive. After this, Denji appears, and at this time he was looking very dangerous. Now seeing him, Bat Devil's condition worsens and he frees the captured man. He then attacks Denji with a big stone, but he breaks it into pieces with the help of his chainsaw. Seeing this, Bat Devil goes to attack with his punch, during which Denji injures his hand very badly with his chainsaw. But now the Bat Devil could not face Denji. After this, Denji makes his final attack and kills him in one stroke, during which Denji was looking very dangerous. After this episode ends. Now, Power starts remembering some of her past. She used to be a blood fiend before coming to Makima. That's why she used to wander here and there in the forest all the time. And wherever she saw any birds or animals, she used to kill them and drink their blood, because she enjoyed doing so, and it became her habit to drink blood. But after some time when she got Meowie, she did not kill it, after which she gradually developed a good connection with Meowie. Suddenly one day, the Bat Devil kidnapped Meowie. In return for liberating it, he asked Power to bring a human. On hearing about this, Power set out to find a person, because she didn't want anything to happen to Meowie. But at that point, she is also completely surprised, because before this, no one's life mattered for her. But today she is running to save only a cat. Power could not understand at all why she was doing this. Then her foot gets stuck in a pit, because of which she falls down on the ground. Before today, Power loved blood, but now she realizes that blood is warm. After some time, Power opens her eyes and her cat Meowie is in front of her. She then learns that Denji has killed the Bat Devil to save her and Meowie. Power wonders why Denji saved her, while she was going to get him killed. Hearing this, Denji takes a deep breath. Then he points to her oranges, because if he can't save her and Meowie, then he might not get a chance to touch her oranges. Hearing this, Power gets into thinking, because this was a very stupid reason. She lied to Denji, so she apologizes to him. But Denji eventually saved Meowie, so she decides to fulfill her promise and tells Denji that he can touch her orange. Now on hearing this, Denji gets completely shocked, because today finally his dream is going to come true. After this, he gets very excited and goes to touch the Power's oranges. But just then someone attacks him and cuts off his hand. Due to it, Denji starts suffering in pain. He then learns that it is the Leech Devil. But before Denji can do anything, the Leech Devil swallows his severed hand. Now seeing this devil, Denji gets completely shocked, because it was standing right in front of him, and also looking very powerful. Now Denji asks Power if she can move, but Power was badly injured. That's why she is not even able to move 1 inch. But now, Power doesn't care about her life, and asks Denji to run away with Meowie. However, Denji does not want anything to happen to Power and Meowie, so he tries to pull out his chainsaw to face the Leech Devil. But unfortunately, the chainsaw with only his head comes out a bit. Now Denji gets very upset by this, because without it, it is too difficult to face the Leech Devil. Then he realizes that he doesn't have enough blood. That's why his chainsaw can't come out. Denji comes and stands in front of the Leech Devil. Seeing this, the Leech Devil says that finally it has found him. The Leech Devil then asks Denji if he killed the Bat Devil, but he does not give any answer. Then the Leech Devil says that the Bat Devil was its man, but it likes Denji's face, so it decides to let him live. Denji asks what it thinks about Power and Meowie, to which the Leech Devil says that it will kill them. Hearing this, Denji gets ready to fight with it. Seeing this, the Leech Devil starts attacking him. Denji tries his best to protect himself, but the Leech Devil is looking too powerful and starts attacking Denji in a dangerous way. However, Denji does not give up and tries to stop its attack. Power is shocked to see him doing this, as he is ready to risk his life just to touch the oranges. Denji hits the Leech Devil with a powerful punch, but in return, it also throws him down. It wonders how Denji killed the Bat Devil. Their dream was to eat all the humans on the earth, but only because of him their dream was ruined completely. The Leech Devil then prepares to kill Denji, to which he says how he can die before touching oranges. Hearing this, the Leech Devil laughs at him and regrets that the Bat Devil was killed by him. The Leech Devil tries again to attack Denji, but he somehow saves himself and manages to cut its neck. Because of this, the Leech Devil starts to suffer in pain. At this point, Denji is very angry, because everyone looks down on his goal. While some people want to protect their families, some want to take revenge, and some want to save their cat. But Denji finds everything nonsense. He angrily says that if its dreams are also grand, why do not they have a battle of dreams? He then says that if he kill it, then its dream is even less than his. Listening to him, the Leech Devil also gets ready for the fight, to which Denji says that it has to win him first in this battle of dreams. The leech devil tries to attack Denji, but he saves himself from its every attacks. He then cleverly ties its legs up and begins to injure it with his chainsaw attacks. Now, the leech devil angrily starts beating Denji, but he still doesn't give up. Both of them have gone completely crazy for this fight. Meanwhile, Denji goes to attack the leech devil from behind, but it finds out about this and stabs its tongue into his stomach. Now, Denji was badly injured, and the leech devil decides to make him as its lunch. Power gets very upset seeing this, but this time she could do nothing to save him. Just then Hayakawa comes here. He holds a pose with his hand and calls the name Khan. Soon after, a giant fox devil kills the leech devil and Denji is saved. The fox devil tells Hayakawa that it is a leech devil and asks permission to eat it, after which Hayakawa gives permission to do this. Hayakawa has come with his other partners. He tells them that the leech devil is dead, so find the survivors, check their status, and get them out. He asks his senior Hymno to watch out for devils. He then picks up Denji, but now he and Power need to answer a few questions. Hayakawa's team decides to send the cat to an animal hospital for a health check. After some time, Denji comes to his senses. All his wounds have healed, and Hayakawa is sitting beside him. He tells Denji that he brought his arm back, and it recovered after they gave him a blood transfusion. So, Hayakawa feels that he do resemble devils a lot, to which Denji says that he saw him chatting away with a devil too. Hayakawa states that devil hunters make contracts with devils to fight other devils. He also reveals that he has a contract with Fox Devil. It gives him a devil's power, but in return, the fox will eat a part of his body. Now he tells Denji that he gave it his skin this time. Denji goes to eat the apple, but Hayakawa doesn't give this to him. He tells Denji that devils always want humans dead, and the same goes for fiends. But Denji does not agree with his words, and says that power is great. Hayakawa then reveals that he was watching them on the monitor, but they both left the patrol area. And not only that, a lot of his blood was left in the house. So, he knows that Bat Devil was located there, and he almost got killed by power. However, Hayakawa does not understand the reason why Denji is talking in their favor again. Denji says that he does not know about this. Hayakawa then tells him about all the people he saved from the Bat Devil. They all want to meet Denji and thank him. Hayakawa says that if he makes further investigation and reports it to the superiors, then both the Blood Fiend and he will be punished. But no one died during this, so Hayakawa wants to let him walk away. But Denji has to promise him one thing. Hearing this, he gets into thinking. Hayakawa then says that he has to listen to his orders, because he thinks that Denji is stupid, childish, and have no moral compass. So, if he is willing to obey him, he can still live his current life. After this, Hayakawa asks him if he understands, to which Denji says that he will remember that, so he does not need to worry. He tells Hayakawa that he does not have any great ambitions like him a lot, because his dreams are pretty, but still, he promises to work as hard as him. Now, Hayakawa leaves from here, and tells him to remember to use honorifics when he talks. Power is waiting for Hayakawa outside, but these people have handcuffed her. Power asks Hayakawa to untie her hands, but Hymno does not want to free her, because if she kills someone in the future, Hayakawa will be held responsible for letting her go. Hayakawa then says that as devil hunters, we have to use every resource available, whether they are devils or fiends. After that, he frees the Power. He tells Power that he has no intention to get familiar with her, because enemies will always be enemies, and they are just tools. Now Hayakawa goes to meet Makima, who wants to know about the report from him. He tells Makima that Denji said he walked out of the patrol area without noticing. Then he saw a house that gave out a bad devil vibe and bumped into Bat Devil. So, Denji killed that Bat Devil. But then he was attacked by Leech Devil, which was killed by Division 4. But Makima feels that Hayakawa is hiding something. So, she asks him how Denji and Power wander off so far without noticing. To which, Hayakawa replies that they are incredibly stupid, but leaving their patrol area is against the regulation. So, Hayakawa says that no members died this time, and 2 devils were destroyed. Therefore, they can let it go. After this, Hayakawa starts leaving from here. That's when Makima says that he seems less rigid now. So, she asks Hayakawa if it is because he lives with Denji. But Hayakawa says that he did not change at all. After that, he comes to his home. The next day, he wakes up and gets busy with his daily routine. After some time, Denji also wakes up. Hayakawa starts making lunch for himself and Denji. Suddenly, someone starts knocking on the door loudly. Seeing this, Denji gets scared, because he thought a devil had arrived. Then Power breaks the lock and comes inside, because now she is also going to live with them. Hayakawa is shocked because of this. Just then Makima calls to him, because she has sent Power to live with them. She hopes that he will definitely be a good caller to both of them. Now, as soon as she comes here, Power and Meowie start running all over the house. Seeing this, Hayakawa asks Makima why she sends all the trouble to his home. To which, Makima replies that she trusts him the most. Also, she tells him not to worry about this, as Power had said that she would behave. After some time, Hayakawa gives food to Power, but she hates vegetables, so angrily throws it away. Seeing this, Hayakawa and Denji get angry at her and forbid to do such things. Afterwards, Power goes to use the toilet, but she doesn't flush it. Seeing this, Hayakawa and Denji both get angry at her, but Power is not even taking a bath today. That's why both get even more angry at her. At night, Hayakawa starts collecting clothes, while Denji was cleaning the toilet. He is angry on Power that she doesn't know how to flush the toilet. Suddenly, Power comes here. Denji says that her poop is stuck on the toilet, but she points to her oranges and asks him to touch. Denji is surprised by this. Power then says that she agreed to let him rub her oranges. Now, she locks the door and sits in front of Denji. Seeing this, he starts sweating. While Power was ready to let him touch her oranges, she tells Denji that he can touch her oranges 3 times only. But Denji doesn't understand what she is talking about. Power then explains that the first is for saving Meowie, the second is for killing the Bat Devil, and the third is for helping her before the samurai head. So, Power gets ready to give him 3 rubs as his rewards. Denji looks at Power and calls her an angel. After this episode ends. Now, Denji is surprised after hearing this, because finally his dream is going to come true today. So, he doesn't delay much and starts pressing the oranges of Power. She is also enjoying this a lot. That's when Denji realizes there's something wrong with Power's oranges. Suddenly, something falls from inside the cloth of Power. He is completely shocked to see this. However, he does not know about it. Denji picks up this item in his hand and asks Power what it is. She then tells Denji that these are breast pads. That makes her bosom look bigger. Denji is shocked to hear this from her, but from his expression, it seemed that he was not enjoying it at all. Then Power starts saying that the 2 squeezes are still remain. So she asks Denji to squeezes again. After this, he again touches her oranges in fear, but then immediately withdraws his hands. Still, Denji has 1 more chance left. So Power asks again Denji to do the same. And in this way, the agreement of Power and Denji is completed. But Denji did not seem happy with this. So Power asks him if it was not fantastic. But he does not give any answer to her, and at this time, he was thinking about something else. Power then tells Denji that he is very lucky to have grasped such splendorous things. She says that now they are even with Meowie saved, so she has no real reason to hunt devils any longer. But yet there is no escaping Makima, so she decides to aid him all with his duty. At this time, Denji wants to say a lot, but can't speak a word. After this, Power leaves from here laughing, but Denji is still completely shocked. And the next day, he was thinking about the same thing. After some time, he goes to have breakfast with Hayakawa and Power, but still his focus is not on the breakfast. Seeing this, Power spreads his breakfast on the table. After this, Denji goes on his duty with Power. She asks him where they will slaughter devils today. But Denji was not paying attention to her words. That's why he doesn't answer her. After some time, he comes to Makima, where she is getting Denji to fill the apology form for the damage of the buildings. Because during the fight with the Bat Devil and Leech Devil, he caused a lot of damage. Simultaneously, Makima asks Denji to put a stamp on the verifying paper of the disposal of the devil's body. But he still seemed upset about something. That's why his attention is not here now. Seeing his condition, Makima says that she hates making him do all this paperwork, because it is almost like killing the Bat Devil was a bad thing. She then asks him if something is bothering him. Hearing this, Denji says that there is something I wanted chasing after, and I finally managed to get it. But once I did, it was not as big of a deal as I thought. So now I am wondering, if I go after something else and get my hands on it, I just gonna think I was happier during the chase. Now, Denji realizes that all this stuff is bullshit, due to which he is getting very angry with himself. Seeing this, Makima asks him what exactly he is talking about. Denji then tells her that he touched oranges for the first, but it was not that great. Hearing this, Makima comes to him and holds his hand. Denji is completely shocked by this, and he has no idea what Makima is about to do. Then she tells him that when it comes to lovemaking, the better he understands the other person, the better it feels. But Denji could not believe that Makima could do such things with him. She tells him that it is hard to understand how someone else feels, so she suggests him to start with observing the hand carefully, as how long are their fingers? Are their palms cold, or are they warm? Apart from this, Makima tells Denji many other things. She then asks Denji if his finger ever had bitten, but Denji know nothing about it. So Makima does this with him and asks him to remember this feeling, so that, even if he can't see, he will be able to tell it is her from how hard she is biting. Denji is feeling this first time, and Makima asks him to remember the feeling. At the same time, she lets Denji to touch her lips as well, after which, he tells her that he got it. But then Makima puts Denji's hand on her orange. This makes Denji very surprised, because he never expected this from Makima, so he distances himself from her. But still Makima comes close to him. This time, she moves her lips very close to Denji's. She tells him that she would like to ask him to do something for her. Hearing this, Denji starts asking about it in surprise. Makima then sits on the chair in front of him and says that she wants him to beat the Gun Devil. But Denji had never heard of the Gun Devil, so he asks Makima about it. Then she tells him that it appeared in America 13 years ago, but nobody knows where it is now. And it is a very strong devil that all hunters want to kill. Now, Denji starts listening carefully to all of Makima's words. She tells Denji that she happens to think that he can kill it, because he is not like any of other devil hunters. So, if he is able to kill the Gun Devil, she will make any wish of his come true. Denji does not believe after hearing this, so he confirms again that if he kills the Gun Devil, she is really gonna make any wish of his come true. Then Makima says yes to him. Denji gets very excited hearing this, because after killing the Gun Devil, any of his dream can be fulfilled. He thinks about it for a while, and asks Makima if his dream of lovemaking can also come true, to which Makima says that if he can complete this work, then she is ready to do whatever he says. Hearing this, Denji could not believe that even it is allowed. Then Makima says that it is only allowed because this devil is so strong and bad. People were trying to profit off of guns as a countermeasure against devils across the world, which resulted in an increase in crime and conflict. The news forecast on it non-stop for a while, with people more afraid of gun violence than ever, due to which the situation started getting worse. Then a major armed terrorist attack happened in America, and that was the day the Gun Devil appeared. In the next scene, we see a family. They are watching the news on TV. Teo was studying with his parents. Just then, his elder brother comes there, who wants to go out and play with him. But his father says that Teo doesn't feel well, so he should find something he can play by himself. Hearing this, he gets angry and says that Teo never does, and he doesn't remember him feeling good. To this, his mother says that he is the older brother, so he should be good and play by himself. Hearing this, the elder brother gets sad. Just then, Teo gets ready to play with him, and he goes outside with his older brother without worrying. Now, both of them walk together and go some distance away from their house, where only snow is spread all around. But Teo's brother was still sad, and he tells Teo to leave. However, he was lost in another thought, and he continues to follow him. Seeing this, his elder brother throws snow on him, because he doesn't want to play with him. Just then, Teo also throws snow at his elder brother. Now, both start to play with each other like this for a long time, and during this both are enjoying. But Teo's hands get cold because of the snow, and after playing for so long his brother also gets tired. But if Teo catch a cold, his brother is going to get in trouble. He then tells Teo that his hands won't get cold if they play catch, so he asks him to grab gloves from the house. Hearing this, he becomes very happy, and then immediately goes back from here to take the gloves. But today his brother was also happy to play with him. After this, Teo goes inside the house. Suddenly, there is a very strong wind, because of which their house is completely destroyed. But that day, only in a little under 5 minutes, 1.2 million people were killed. Makima tells Denji that this was done by the Gun Devil, but it has not been seen since. That day, Teo's elder brother lost his entire family in front of his eyes. Makima further explains to Denji that the fear of devils across the board increased as a result, making them all stronger than ever before. So, gun control got a lot more severe in an attempt to waken the Gun Devil, and along with censorship of the news was increased. Hearing all this, Denji says that he is not sure he understands, but let's say this thing is so strong. It is hard to understand. Makima then asks Denji if he thinks he can beat it. After this, Denji gets ready for this task. He says that if he busts out all the stops, it will be a piece of cake. To this, Makima says that first they will need to actually find the Gun Devil. Denji asks Makima how exactly they are going to do that. because finding the gun devil is not so easy. Then Makima shows him some pieces of the gun devil, which they have collected. She tells that it is so fast, pieces of it are turned off just from moving. So, if a devil eats some of this, no matter what their nature, they become more powerful. She then shows Denji how they are sticking together, because of how powerful the gun devil is. Once the chunks of flesh reach a certain size, they start to be attracted to the original body. So if they can make this piece bigger, it will lead them to the gun devil. On the other hand, Hayakawa and Himeno have killed a devil. She is surprised that it really was snacking on a piece of the gun. But still, she does not understand how such a wimpy devil got so strong. She then asks Hayakawa if it finds that piece, or did someone serve lit up. To this, Hayakawa says that doesn't change what their job is, because they keep killing devils, and eventually they will find him. Now, we learn that Hayakawa is actually Teio's elder brother, who had lost his entire family in front of his eyes in his childhood. That's why he wants to avenge his family from the gun devil. Now, public safety has received a request for devil extermination, because a devil has been spotted inside of a hotel. That's why Denji is also going there with power. But still, there is no confirmation on the status of the hotel's guests. In addition, several of the civilian devil hunters who initially went in have been found dead. After a while, Hayakawa arrives here with Denji, Power, and the other 3 agents, because it is believed that the target has consumed a piece of the gun devil. Now, Hayakawa with his team stands in front of the hotel building, but the target is hiding somewhere in this hotel, and this is no ordinary devil. Next, we see that Hayakawa has brought a piece of the gun devil with him. When it is kept in front of the hotel, it starts stirring. So, Hayakawa understands that the target has eaten a piece of the gun devil's flesh. Then Denji says that maybe it is the gun devil for real. Hayakawa says that the more flesh, the stronger the attraction. But the reaction is not big enough. Just then, Power asks Hayakawa to give that thing to her. To this, Hayakawa says that he thought he told the two to work on their manners. Hearing this, both of them get angry, after which, Hayakawa gives gum to both of them, and both calm down about it. Seeing this, Eri starts saying that considering they are about to fight some devils, can they really trust these two to watch their backs? Because one is fiend, and the other is some punk. So, he is not sure about this. To this, Hayakawa says that they can't let them watch their backs. So, on extermination missions they will be taking point. But if they try to run or switch sides, they kill them. On hearing this, Power says that he is treating them like livestock. After which, Hayakawa tells them that they too do not get rights. Denji then tells Power that he is super pissed, and this must be from today morning. Now, Power feels that their prank went too far. At this, Hayakawa angrily says that he could kill them for that. Hearing this, Himeno asks about it, and Power tells Hayakawa that he can't just be harsh all the time. Denji also says that the Bat Devil almost killed him, and now there is more work, so he wants reward. Himeno then says that she will take one for the team. So, whoever kills this devil will win, and she will kiss on the cheek. On hearing this, Eri starts saying that she should not do this, because a young woman who is not married should not be so indecent. But Himeno does not listen to him and is ready to this. Now on hearing this, Denji gets very excited, and he starts remembering the moments spent with Makima. After which, he says that he is not going to sweat the kisses, because he is plenty motivated. Himeno is shocked to hear this. Denji says that he got his sights set on someone for a first kiss already, so he is going to find all these meat chunks or whatever for her. Therefore, until the gun devil is dead, no smooching for him. Hearing this, Himeno says that this is a hell of a thing to say in front Hayakawa. Then Denji says that he learned something real important, because lovemaking feels better when it is two people who get each other. But he doesn't even know her name, so he is not going after her lips. To this, Himeno says that if he kills the devil, she will give him a kiss with tongue. Denji gets very excited on hearing this, and immediately starts going inside the hotel to kill the devil. Seeing this, Eri tries to stop him, because it is dangerous to run off solo. After some time, Hayakawa also moves to the 8th floor with his team, but Denji still wasn't stopping. So Eri forcefully tries to stop him. He tells Denji that Himeno has been nice enough to train him for the last 6 months. So if the alternative is letting some thug like him kiss her, then he will take that kiss on the cheek. That's when Hayakawa and other people also come here. Power immediately comes to Denji. Hayakawa asks Himeno what her take is on the rookies. Himeno then says that Eri is not super competent, but makes up it in motivation. Meanwhile, Kobni wants to calm them down, but she is really timid. Himeno then asks Hayakawa if any of the 4 rookies have a sort of survival. Hayakawa says that she gets the picture now, but most people either die or go private after a year, regardless of how strong he thought they were. Now Eri leaves Denji, Hayakawa forbids Hyuno for kissing, to which Hyuno says that it is not really an answer. After this, we see a flashback scene where Hyuno is injured and she came to a cemetery, but there was a man with her who introduces Hyuno to his new partner Hayakawa. He tells her that he is rude, but he has trained him to be of some use. After saying this, the man leaves from there. Hayakawa then introduces himself to Hyuno, because both were meeting each other for the first time today. Hyuno is very sad right now, and she asks Hayakawa if he is gonna be any help, to which Hayakawa says that he thinks so. Then Hyuno says that he is going to be her sixth partner, and the others all died because they were useless. Hayakawa gets shocked hearing this, after which Hyuno tells him not to die on her. Now, Hayakawa starts moving further inside the hotel with his team, but they are not seeing any devils around here. Suddenly, a voice comes from inside a room, so Hyuno alerts everyone. After this, the door of the room in front of them opens, and a strange severed head comes out, in which an arm and a leg are also attached. He comes and stands in front of them. Now, everyone is surprised to see this. After this, he goes to attack Kobni while flying, but Hyuno uses her power to stop him, and Power immediately kills him with her weapon. Kobni was very scared at this time, but Power is happy to kill that devil. Then Hyuno tells them that she has got a contract with the ghost devil. She served up her right eye in exchange for being able to use a ghost's right hand, but her ghost hand is invisible and strong. Hayakawa then checks if he has got any of the gun's flesh, but there is no strong reaction here. Therefore, this is not the one. Now, Hyuno tells everyone to move on from here, but Power wants to know about Hyuno's power. For that, she grabs Kobni and says what would they do if she is going to kill this one. Hearing this, Hyuno uses her devil's hand to grab her neck and tells her to put the weapon down, but if she misbehaves, she can always choke her to death. Power then tries to free her neck from Hyuno's hand, but her hand is invisible, because of which she is unable to do anything. After this, Hyuno releases her neck. Now, everyone starts moving on from here, and Power angrily says that she will devour her in time. After some time, they come in front of a room where devil's blood was spread, but Eri is completely shocked. He immediately checks the number of this floor. Then he comes to know that they are still on the 8th floor, while they were about to come on the 9th floor. After listening to him, Denji says that he probably read it wrong. But Eri understood that there is something wrong here, so he goes downstairs to check, but this time he comes out on the upstairs. Everyone is completely surprised by this, because Eri had gone downstairs in front of them, so no one understands what is happening here. After this episode ends, now everyone is completely surprised, because Eri was going downstairs, but he again appears in front of them. Kobni has been very scared by this. Seeing this, Hyuno calms her down. She tells her to make a double peace sign and stay put. Kobni does the same. After this, Hyuno also goes down to check this floor, but she again comes in front of them. Now, they do not understand what is happening here, but this scares Kobni even more, and she starts trembling with fear. Hayakawa realizes that it has to be a devil's power at work. He then tells Kobni to stand in front of the door, while he goes inside to check the rooms. He turns on the light in the room, after which he comes to know that there are rooms on the other side of the window, but he does not understand why this is so. To find out about it, he goes inside the other room through the window, but after coming out of this room, he again comes in the hall. Seeing this, Kobni gets even more scared. Just then Denji also comes here. He tells them that none of the windows are going anywhere, but they just open to the room across the hall. Now, Hayakawa has also realized that they are trapped on the 8th floor in this hotel. They come inside a room, but now they are not getting any idea to get out of here. Apart from them, there is also a clock inside this room. Hayakawa is thinking that this is probably a devil's doing. So, no matter how many times they try to go to a different floor, they end up on the 8th floor again. Also, the elevator is inoperable for whatever reason. That's why there is no way outside via the rooms or any windows, because they tried going through the ceiling, but ended up on the 8th floor again. Denji says that maybe it is because Power killed that devil, because he could have died while using the power to keep them trapped. On hearing this, Power gets angry at him and says that he commanded her to kill him. Denji also gets angry on hearing this lie of her. Then Hayakawa says that a devil's power is released when he dies, so it can't be that. On this, Hyuno asks if the flesh piece is reacting, but Hayakawa says that it has gone dead still. However, Hyuno believes that the devil before was bait, and they bit hard, because she has never seen a devil try something too clever before. Hearing this, Eri starts saying that if no one hears from them for a while, maybe other devil hunters show up to help them. On this, Hyuno says that they better hope they do not fall into the same kind of trap then. But Kobni was very scared at this moment. It seems to her that they are all going to die here, and they are going to starve to death. Hearing this, Eri tries to encourage her and says that she became a devil hunter to send her brother to college. But on this, Kobni says that basically they forced her to do it. Her parents are set on her elder brother going to college since he is the gifted one, so they made her to get a job. That's why she became a devil hunter. But while saying this, she becomes very sad, because she also wanted to go to college like her brother. But she feels that now she is going to die here. Seeing her conditioned power starts laughing. Eri gets very angry at this, because she does not care about the emotions of others. So, Eri tells her to stop laughing. Just then Hyemno comes here, and tells Kobni that devils love fear. So, if she gets scared, she is giving them what they want. She then tries to calm Kobni down, but she is so scared. Now, Hyemno notices that Hayakawa is worried about something, so she asks him about it. Then Hayakawa tells that the clocks in that room have been stuck at 8:18 for a while now, and in every single room it's the same. Because of this, Hayakawa is surprised. It seems to him that there is a chance that time has been frozen here on the 8th floor, and if that is the case, no one is coming here to save them. Everyone gets worried when they come to know about it. However, Denji doesn't worry about it at all, and says that if that is the case, then they can sleep all they want. Eri gets very angry after hearing this, because they might be trapped in here forever. To which Denji says that he means they might be, but they might not be too. After this, he tells them to wake him when they figure it out, because that bed is freaking sweet, and because of which he wants to sleep in it. Now only a short time after this, Denji falls into a deep sleep. Hayakawa is very surprised to see this, but the clock was still stopped at the same place, and they could not find any way to get out of here. After some time, Hyemno wakes up Denji. He asks if they find a way off the 8th floor, but even after so much time had passed, they could not find any way to go get out of here. Hyemno tells Denji that they found out the power and electricity are still working while he was sleeping. Also, there was a little bit of food that some of the guests who ran must have left behind. Now, everyone is really worn out, but Hayakawa has been searching for the devil non-stop. Hyemno told him to take a break, but he wouldn't listen. Kobni freaked out and tried to drink toilet bowl water, so she knocked her out. Eri was helping Hayakawa at first, but now he has locked himself up in another room to have a panic attack. Denji then asks Hyemno about power, but she happens to be right here, and starts telling Denji that there is nothing else to do. So, she has decided to win the Nobel Prize. Once she has earned such glorious esteem, the humans will all know to her, and with the Nobel Prize as her foothold, she will ascend to the Prime Minister's throne. But her first act will be passing 100% sales tax. Hearing these words of her, Denji says that she is always like that. After this, they go to see Eri and Kobni. Eri was very scared at the moment, while Kobni was sleeping. Hyemno starts smoking cigarette and says this is her last cigarette. Then Power starts saying that she is bored by how little this upsets her. But Hyemno says that she can take it easy, because Hayakawa is working hard. After this, she shows her packet of cigarettes. She says that the nicotine also helps, and life is sweeter with a bit of dependence. Just then Denji notices that is the same brand Hayakawa smokes, to which Hyemno says that is because Hayakawa learned all about the flavor of cigarettes. After this, we see a flashback scene, where Hyemno asks Hayakawa to smoke a cigarette, but he refuses for it, saying that it is bad for her bones. At this, Hyemno tells her to start because it is great for socializing. But Hayakawa was not looking to make friends. From this, Hyemno learns the reason for his becoming a devil hunter and says that he is out to kill the gun devil. Hearing this, Hayakawa starts looking at her, after which Hyemno says that everyone who signs up with a chip on their shoulder is the same. And since only public safety is allowed to hold on to pieces of the gun devil's flesh, that's why devil hunters die young anyway, might as well smoke. To which Hayakawa says that he does not plan on dying anytime soon. Hearing this, Hyemno says that she will hold him to that, because it is a pain when someone's partner dies. The next day, a lady slaps Hyemno in front of everyone, but she doesn't say anything to that lady. Hayakawa is surprised to see this. He immediately comes to her and starts asking about it. Then Hyemno tells him that the lady was the girlfriend of her old partner, but it happens a lot, and she gets issues with the family and friends of dead partners. However, they can't do anything to get back at the devils, so they take it out on her. She tells that she just considers it something that comes with the territory. But now Hayakawa was angry at the lady, and he goes towards her. Hyemno then asks him what he did to her, to which Hayakawa says that he put gum on the clothes of that girl who hit her. Hyemno is surprised to hear this. Then Hayakawa says that she should not just sit back and take being treated like that, because there is no need for her to feel guilty. So, he was pissed off and got some payback. Now, she is going to walk around without realizing there is wad of gum on her clothing. Hymno is listening to all his words carefully and is very happy. She then goes to the restaurant with Hayakawa, where she tells him that her master said devils do not fear devil hunters who are strong or brave, but they fear devil hunters who have a screw loose, which is why she thinks he will survive a long time in this job. Hearing this, Hayakawa asks if that was an insult. He then goes to eat her almond tofu, but Hymno stops him and offers a cigarette. On this, Hayakawa says that he is not smoking because it is bad for bones, but Hymno says that she wish he would. She gets the feeling they are going to be together for a while. This time, Hayakawa is unable to refuse her and says that this is the first and last cigarette he ever light up. In the present, he approaches Hymno and asks if she has any smokes left. However, Hymno only has this last cigarette left, and Hayakawa wants to smoke, so she gives him her cigarette. Seeing this, Denji starts saying that this is indirect kissing, so it is no fair. But Hayakawa tells him to shut up, and then tells him that he has got bad news. He asks them if they remember the devil they killed. Hearing this, Power says that she had killed him, to which Hayakawa says that he has become a lot bigger now. Everyone comes out of the room as soon as they come to know about it, or that devil was right in front of them. And at this time he had become very dangerous and big. Now, everyone is completely surprised to see him. Hymno realizes that he trapped them in this hotel and his body turned into that. But no one knows what kind of devil it is. Suddenly the devil starts talking to them and tells them about offering a contract. Because of this, everyone gets shocked because no one knows what kind of contract he wants. After which devil tells them to feed him the human known as Denji, and even his corpse will do. So, if they let him eat Denji, he will let the rest of them leave in peace, and they will be free to leave. After this, he asks them to accept the contract. Denji is completely shocked to hear this. Just then, Komi comes out with a knife in her hand. She was very scared, so she tells Denji to let the devil eat him. She then comes to kill Denji, but Hayakawa stops her from doing so, after which Hymno knocks out Kobni. She asks Hayakawa if he can swallow this thing with the fox devil. Hearing this, he immediately tries to summon the fox devil here, but the fox devil doesn't come. Therefore, Hayakawa understands that they are cut off from the rest of the world. To which Hymno says that the fox devil's body is in the Kyoto, so that makes sense. After this, she decides to use her ghost hand. Because of this, devil starts feeling a lot of pain. With this, he gets even more angry, and his size also starts increasing continuously. Hymno is shocked to see all this. Then the devil says that his body is pointless, and this is not his main body. So, they won't find his heart here, because they are inside his stomach, and he has no weakness on this 8th floor. That's why there is no way to survive this place, apart from accepting his offer. Hearing this, Denji tells the devil that he is probably not going to let them go, even if he does die. To which Hymno says actually no, because the devil used the word contract. These kinds of terms hold a strong sway when a devil is involved. So, if one side makes good on the deal, the other side has to. Otherwise, whichever side breaks the contract ends up dying. That's why they only would be able to leave by killing Denji. Then Eri also tells to kill him, because he thinks they can come up with another plan once he is dead and they are out of here. Otherwise, they are all going to end up starving. The devil hunters are legally allowed to make contracts with devils, so he suggests them to take the deal. On this, Hayakawa says that the devil wants Denji dead. That means his death would benefit it, which is why they are not accepting the contract. Upon hearing this, Hymno agrees to support him. But Power starts talking about killing Denji, because her Nobel Prize will remain forever out of reach if she is unable to leave this place. So Denji must have died for her Nobel Prize. Then Hayakawa says that fiends can't make pacts with devils, so it would not be obliged to let them leave, even if she killed him. After this, he says that they are not killing Denji, because they only kill devils. Then Power asks if they should wrestle to pass the time, but Denji gets mad at her. After this, we see that time is still, while the devil is in front of them in the hall. Hymno asks Hayakawa if he has got any kind of plan for actually getting them out of here, to which he says that if what the devil says is true, they can't kill it then. But they are not killing Denji either, after which Hymno asks if the plan is to starve. Then Hayakawa says that if they really run out of options, he will use the sword, but Hymno forbids him from doing so. Denji asks if this thing can get them out of here, why he should not use it. To which Hymno says that he should not use it, even if they are out of options. But if it comes to that, Denji will have to die. Denji is shocked to hear this. On the other hand, all the food are gone, because of which Eri gets very angry. Then he learns that Power has eaten all the food, but she lies to Eri that this is Denji's doing. Just then Kobni also comes here. She says that she figured it out, and they can't get out of here because of that fiend's power. But Eri forbids her to do so, and says that this is the blood fiend. To which Kobni starts saying that he is taking her side, even though they are devil hunters. She then gets very angry at him, and starts saying that he is a spy. Hearing this, Eri tells her that he is not on the devil's side. But Kobni is too scared, and threatens to kill him. On the other hand, the devil also gets angry. Seeing this, Hayakawa, Himeno and Denji run for their lives. But the devil wants Denji dead, and he starts saying that he will grow as their fear grows, and with their terror he will capture them. Now, the devil has become too aggressive. He starts saying that he will be the one to kill Chainsaw Man, and then reveals his name as the Eternity Devil. Hayakawa and others are running for their lives. Suddenly, the floor starts tilting. Meanwhile, Kobni is about to get injured, but power saves her. Here, the Eternity Devil has come in very dangerous form, and asks them to give him Denji's heart. Kobni is still too scared, and she tells to kill Denji, so that the Eternity Devil will let the rest of them leave from here. After this, Eri also starts saying that they are running out of time, so let's just feed him to the devil. But Hayakawa doesn't want to let that happen, so he decides to use his sword. However, Himeno does not allow him to do so, and imprisons him with the power of her ghost hand. Seeing this, even Denji does not understand why she is stopping him. Then Himeno says that they can probably get out of here if he uses that sword. But the pact is one that takes a lot of years of his life in exchange. That's why Himeno is stopping Hayakawa from using the sword. Just then Eri comes and starts trying to knock Denji down. After this, Kobni also comes to stab Denji, but Hayakawa appears before her and saves Denji from being stabbed. Everyone is shocked to see this, and Hayakawa has started bleeding due to his injury. He tells everyone that he might be that deserves being stabbed, but he wants the gun devil dead. However, Hayakawa cannot kill it himself, so to do that, he needs devil hunters with the guts to fight it. That's why, even if it costs some of his own life, he is not letting Denji die. Denji was also sad to see him in such condition. He asks Power if she can keep him from bleeding out, but she only has total control over her own blood, so the blood of others is a challenge. However, Power wants to do her best to stop his bleeding. Now, seeing Hayakawa in such a condition, Himeno was also very sad, and she didn't know what to do. But Kobni is still angry at Denji, and blames him for everything. Seeing this, Denji gets ready to sacrifice himself, but he doesn't want to go down smoothly. He tells Himeno that if he manages to kill the Eternity Devil, he still expects to get that kiss. Then Power asks if he has any plan to win, to which Denji says that it is going to hurt real bad, but he will get his chainsaws out. However, Denji doesn't know what this devil's deal is, but it is scared of his chainsaws, because it didn't try to kill him, but wanted them to do it instead. Also, it was crying about pain when it got attacked. So, Denji decides to tear up until he can't take the pain anymore. He then tells Hayakawa that he can't believe he did that for him. Now, Denji starts his chainsaws, and jumps straight into the Eternity Devil's mouth. After this episode ends, watch the video of the left side if you have missed the previous part, and subscribe to Annie Summary for more anime recaps. In the previous episode, Denji got ready to sacrifice himself and jumped into the Eternity Devil's mouth. Now, the Eternity Devil bites Denji's body with his teeth. Everyone gets very scared seeing this, because it seems to them that everything is over and the Eternity Devil has killed Denji. Just then the sound of chainsaws start coming from inside the Eternity Devil, and Denji comes out with his chainsaws. Himeno is shocked to see this, because at this time Denji has become very dangerous, and starts attacking the Eternity Devil with his chainsaws. Now, the Eternity Devil also gets angry because of this. He tells Denji that he knew he was alive, and after that, he also starts attacking Denji. Because of this, Denji gets even more angry, and the Eternity Devil also starts attacking in a more dangerous way. He starts telling Denji that this is pointless, because Denji can do anything with him, but he won't be able to find his heart in here, and that's why he cannot kill him. But at this time, Denji has become completely crazy and continues to attack the Eternity Devil. Kobni was not able to tolerate this, and Eri was also surprised. Also, Himeno was watching all this in astonishment. But now seeing Denji's condition, Power starts to worry about him, because he is losing a lot of blood while fighting with the Eternity Devil. That's why, when he will lose too much, his chainsaws will be retract, because of which, his life will be in danger. Suddenly, the Eternity Devil injures Denji's shoulder, and then starts telling him that he is so much weaker now. That's why, he will not be able to do anything to him. Denji was in a lot of pain from his attack. So he gets even more angry and starts attacking with his chainsaws. Meanwhile, the Eternity Devil catches him from all sides. Now, Denji can no longer do anything to save himself, because he has lost a lot of his blood. And that's why his chainsaws were not coming out. So, Denji now needs blood. The Eternity Devil starts laughing at Denji and says that he has failed. Suddenly, Denji starts drinking his blood, and because of this, his chainsaws comes out again. Denji tells the Eternity Devil that this blood might seriously taste very bad, but watching him shriek in pain makes it sweet like strawberry jam. Seeing him in such a condition, Hyemno starts remembering of her master. He told Hyemno that the hunters that devils fear are the ones with a couple of screws looses. Then we see Hyemno came to the grave of her dead partner, where her master says that Sahara had his head on straight, so he died. The same goes for Kanauchi, Sabura, and all others, because they were reasonable enough to fear attacks from a devil, and that fear made the devils stronger. Now, Hyemno's master tells her that she has been working with Hayakawa for a while now, so what she thinks about him and if his head on straight. To which Hyemno says that she would not say that about anyone who is trying to kill the gun devil. Hearing this, her master asks if she did not join public safety because she was after the gun devil too. So he asks her if she got any screws loose, but she does not give any answer. Her master says that most hunters, including you, are out to put the gun devil down. They are sincere, honest, and straightforward, and that means the devil knows exactly how to kill them. But there is no telling what a crazy person is thinking, and even devils are afraid of what they don't understand. But even at this time, her master was drinking. That's why Hyemno tells him that you are drinking too much again. Then her master says that is being sensible again, but can't be unhinged without loosening the screws a bit every day. He then drinks again and tells Hyemno that if she is still visiting her partner's graves every month, then hers are still pretty tight. He tells Hyemno that Hayakawa is still a punk, so make sure to work him over. To which Hyemno says that she will take it one step at a time. But on this, her master says that it is not enough, because he is serious about collecting the meat chunks. Therefore, he is gonna actually find the gun devil if he does. After saying this, her master leaves from there. But we see that Hyemno is also worried about something, and she doesn't want any of that to happen. So, she meets Hayakawa and asks him if he wants to join the private sector with her, because she has received a pretty generous offer. So, instead of chasing the gun devil, they could go out for lunch, see a movie on the way home, and they can really enjoy themselves. But we see that Hayakawa is not ready for this. So, he tells Hyemno that if she wants to go out for drinks, he will join her. But he has no intention of ever going private. Now, Hyemno gets a little sad after hearing this from him, but she couldn't do anything about it either. So, she asks Hayakawa for a cigarette. Hayakawa then gives her a cigarette. Still, Hyemno was worrying about Hayakawa, because if he fights the gun devil, he is going to die. But this is not because they are too weak, or because it is the kind of devil that can kill hundreds of people in seconds. But it's because Hayakawa is cool, serious, kind, and normal like the most. In the present, Denji is still attacking the Eternity Devil, but due to fighting for a long time, he has lost his blood. That's why he falls on the ground. Seeing this, the Eternity Devil thinks that Denji is dead, but Hyemno helps him, and he stands up once again. After this, he starts telling the Eternity Devil that he cut him up and he bleed. So, he drank that blood and healed. Now, Denji again starts injuring the Eternity Devil, and starts saying that Nobel Prize is his. Hyemno is shocked to see Denji fighting like this, because she has never seen anyone crazier than him, so maybe he can kill the gun devil. But even killing the Eternity Devil was not that easy. That's why Denji has to keep fighting with him continuously. After this, we see that no one's condition is good, because they did not face such a situation before. Then Hyemno approaches Hayakawa, who has just come to his senses. He asks Hyemno how long it has been. Then Hyemno tells him that it has been about 3 days since he got stabbed. She comes to Hayakawa and wants to go out for drinks when it is over. After that, she also falls asleep next to Hayakawa, but Hayakawa is surprised that it is not over yet. On the other hand, Denji has finally found the heart of the Eternity Devil, which is his weakness. Now seeing him in such condition, Denji starts saying that he was still having fun, because it was like being in a pool. He then kills the Eternity Devil by ripping his heart out. Soon after, Denji comes out of the hotel with everyone. But at this time there was no one here and there is silence all around. Then we see that Denji has got a piece of the gun devil's flesh, and he tells everyone about it. Apart from this, Denji was also feeling very good seeing this. Suddenly he faints, but Hyemno saves him from falling down just in time. Seeing Denji's condition, Hyemno says that it makes sense, because he was fighting the devil the whole time without sleeping. Now, she tells Arai and Kobni to head back to the office and check in. while she decides to take Denji and Hayakawa to the hospital. But we see that Arai and Kobni were feeling sorry, because both of them tried to kill Denji. After a few days, Hayakawa has come to a place to investigate with Himeno. She talks to Hayakawa about having a welcoming party, because the full Division 4 is finally assembled. So, they ought to get to know each other better and deal with some of their outstanding issues. But Hayakawa doesn't understand what issue Himeno is talking about. Then Himeno tells him that Kobni and Arai are talking about quitting public safety, because not only are they afraid of the devils, but they feel pretty guilty about trying to kill Denji too. To which, Hayakawa tells Himeno that she tried to kill him also. She then says that she knows, but in over drinks, they will be able to apologize to Denji easily. And also, they will be able to convince them not to quit. That's when Hayakawa is able to find something from Devil's dead body. He tells Himeno that she is just in this for drinks. He then tells her that he found a chunk of its flesh, but it was not much. He tells Himeno that if they are doing this, it needs to be this week. Hearing this, Himeno starts asking him the reason behind it. Then Hayakawa tells that if they are having a drinking party, he wants to invite Miss Makima also, because she is going on a business trip to Kyoto next week. And with so many devils targeting Denji, she is looking into getting reinforcements. That's why the party needs to be this week. Just then Himeno tells Hayakawa to be honest with her, and she asks him what he thinks Denji is. Hayakawa is shocked to hear this. After that, Himeno says that the Eternity Devil seemed to know about Denji, and she has never seen anything like what he turned into. But still, the biggest mystery is how much Miss Makima seems to be interested in him. Himeno tells Hayakawa that Miss Makima used to travel all the time, but she is stuck to Tokyo lately, and that is probably because of Denji. So, Himeno wonders if Miss Makima knows his secret. However, Hayakawa doesn't say anything about it. Then Himeno asks if he wants to get her hammered. The next day, all the members of Division 4 party together, where everyone was enjoying beer. Apart from this, many tasty foods were also kept in front of them, which makes Denji and Power very happy. Hayakawa is also enjoying the beer. Just in some time, Kobni also comes here and tells that she got a little lost. Seeing her, a devil hunter calls her, but Miss Makima was not here yet. Just then Himeno tells that she will be late. Today Kobni is also very happy with this party, because she has never had anything this good before. To which, the devil hunter sitting next to her tells her to be sure to eat her fill, because she sends most of her pay home. Just then Power takes the fried chicken plate. Hayakawa asks Fushi if he did not bring his fiend. Then Fushi says that they are a little too scary for a place like this, but he envies how his fiend is. Now, Denji also starts looking at the menu to order the food of his choice. Suddenly he remembers about kissing, so he asks Himeno about it, to which Himeno says that she is too bashful to do it right now, so let her drink a bit more first, and she will make it a juicy one also. After that, she asks Denji if he will forgive her for trying to kill him. Hearing this, Denji immediately forgives her. The man sitting next to him starts saying that this is a welcoming party for the rookies, so stand up and introduce yourself, in which he has to tell his name, age, and about his devil contract. But Hayakawa forbids Denji from publicly revealing his devil contract, because he should not share that with anyone he does not trust. Now, Himeno pulls Denji to her. Another devil hunter starts saying that she wants to know about his hobbies too. Denji tells about himself. He says that he's 16, and his hobbies are eating and sleeping. Everyone is shocked to hear this, because Denji is still very young. Himeno starts asking him if he drank beer. Then Denji tells that he is taking tea. After this, Arai also gives his introduction, and he has got a contract with the Fox Devil. Denji is a bit surprised to hear this, because that is the same devil as Hayakawa. Then Hayakawa tells that the Fox Devil is friendly towards humans, so she has got contracts with a lot of hunters. After which, Himeno tells that the Fox Devil only lets hot ones call on her head. Kobni also introduces herself, but she doesn't reveal her devil contract, as it is a secret. Just then Himeno starts asking Fushi about his rookies, to which Fushi says that it is sad they were killed yesterday. Now, Arai and Kobni get very scared when they come to know about it. Arai starts asking Fushi if the people really die that often. On this, a devil hunter says that public safety handles the devils too tough for the private sector. Then another hunter says that no one who joined up at the same time as her is still alive. Himeno starts saying that Denji is not going to die, because he wants a smooch. Seeing this, a devil hunter starts saying that Himeno gets really friendly when she is drunk, so he is pretty sure that she's kissed everyone here, apart from the rookies. Denji is shocked to hear this from him. That's when Himeno starts drinking more beer. because of which her lips become very juicy. Seeing this, Denji starts saying that today is the day of his first kiss. But now Makima has also come here and she starts asking Denji about it. Then Hayakawa offers Makima a seat. Makima asks Denji if he is kissing someone. Denji doesn't tell her about it, but Hyuno tells about it. Still, Denji doesn't want Makima to see him kissing Hyuno, but still, he wants a kiss with tongue just as bad. Now, he decides to change the subject. He tells Makima about the piece he got from the Gun Devil, to which Makima says that she has heard about it, and that is very impressive. But Hayakawa was worried, because they have never seen devils appearing with the Gun Devil flesh this frequently before. And given how the most recent one was targeting Denji, that's why Hayakawa thinks that something must be going on. He then asks Makima if she knows what Denji's deal is, but on this Makima says that she will tell him if he can outdrink her. After that, Hayakawa also accepts this challenge, but he couldn't beat Makima in this. Makima also starts praising Power, because there are not a lot of fiends who can control their urge to kill, to which Power says that this is because of her advanced IQ. Now, there is talk of IQ level among them. Out of them, the IQ level of Fushi is the highest. Suddenly, Hyuno starts kissing Denji, and he starts enjoying it too, because this is the first kiss of his life. That's when Denji realizes that something is wrong, because something was melting in his mouth, and then he finds out it's puke. Because of this, everyone starts laughing at him. But this thing is very traumatic for Denji. Power was laughing a lot on this, and she starts saying that Denji will swallow anything. We then see a flashback, where Denji gets some food from a place, and then he enjoys it with Pachita. Meanwhile, Denji sees some rats there. They are chowing down on some drunk's puke. That's why he starts laughing at them. Back in the present, Denji's condition is worsened, and he was vomiting continuously. At this time, Arai is with him. He starts saying that he used to look after his mom when she came home drunk from work, and not that it makes him as good a devil hunter as him. So, he is pretty jealous. Hearing this, Denji says that his first kiss tasted like barf, and yet he is jealous. After some time, everyone is ready to leave from here. But at this time, Makima could not see Denji here, so she starts asking about him. Then Fushi tells that Hyuno has picked him up and walked off somewhere. In the next scene, Denji finds himself in a dark place, but Hyuno is with him, and this time she kisses Denji again. But she is still not fully conscious, and Denji's condition is also not good. Hyuno then starts telling him that she noticed he was head over heels for Makima. But at this moment, Denji's head is spinning. Hyuno starts telling Denji that he could do better than that bitch, but he and Hayakawa fawning all over Makima. She then lies down next to him. At this time, Denji is completely shocked to see this, and then Hyuno asks him if he wants to do it. After this episode ends, watch the video of the left side if you have missed the previous part, and subscribe to Annie Summary for more anime recaps.